Hello students, welcome to today's lesson. The topic for today's discussion is teaching English in multilingual bilingual context. This is for B.Ed second year students. Before we go in deep discussion about this topic, let us see the main points. In this lesson, you will learn what is monolingual child, who is a bilingual child, what is multilingualism, what is the language policy of India, then what is multilingual classroom, bilingual classroom, how the translanguaging is helpful in creating the pool of multilingualism, what is the role of the teacher in creating the pool of multilingualism. Look at this slide. What do you see in this slide? So, here on left side you have a mother and a father this side. Okay. So, when father says hello to mother, mother also says hello. The hello and hello spoken by both the father and the mother is in one language. Okay. So, the children also say hello and all of them together speak one language. So, when a child speaking the language spoken by mother and father is known as monolingual. They are speaking one language and children also speak the same one language. In the same manner, you have monolingual classrooms existing in our present situations, present world. Now, look at this slide. In this slide, you will see mother saying hello to father. Then father says hello and ciao. So, these two languages, what we have to understand here, we have to understand that children follow the language spoken by father, children follow the language spoken by mother. That means there is a possibility of acquisition of two languages by children informally. So, hence what do we call such child? We call him as a bilingual. Okay. In our present countries in the world, we have bilingual societies, bilingual communities, bilingual classrooms and bilingual students. Okay. So, now let us come to this slide. In this slide, what do you see? There are so many things like you have hello, bonjour. Bonjour is a French word. This is a way of greeting people in French language. Okay. Then you have hola, Spanish. Then you have Japanese language. Okay. So, here you will see the alphabet. Just look at this alphabet. Alif, be, he, re, mim. Okay. So, in all this, what do you see? Is all these things are in one language? No, they are not in one language. They are in different languages. Hence, the word multilingual means it is a combination of two words, multi and lingual. The word lingual is derived from a Latin language lingua, means language. A person who speaks more than one language, who writes more than one language, who sings in more than one language and who perceives the things in more than one language is known as a multilingual child. Okay, multilingual person. So, hence look at this slide. I have a picture of Stephen Krashen. So, why did I take the picture of Stephen Krashen? He is a linguist. Okay. He is also a researcher. He did lot of research in acquisition of second language, activist, and he wrote so many books and he speaks 7 different languages apart from his mother tongue. If you have enthusiasm to know what are the languages he speaks, I will read out for you all. English, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Cantonese and Arabic. Here I would like to add your knowledge, in the sense like what I feel is you all know about the official languages of United Nations organization. They are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. So if you are wondering how he acquired, you also can do that. So I make little analysis here. English is totally spoken in America. English is spoken in America. Then French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, they are the languages of European continent. Japanese is spoken in Japan. Cantonese, some of the parts of China. Arabic exclusively in Saudi Arabia. So he says language acquisition is informal and it is proceeds from particular to general, and it should be taught with the help of inductive method, and it should not be termed as a learning. Learning where it takes place, the student after coming to classroom, when he sits informally in the classroom and start learning, then the learning. He said language learning acquisition is different from learning. So that is how we have the 4 stages of growth of a child. Say sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, then concrete operations and formal operations. In pre-operational stage, that is from 2 to 7 years, the language thrives, develops like anything. So that is how the child should be exposed to the different languages. Then there is a possibility he develops a stamina to learn languages after acquiring the mother tongue, and mother tongue language plays very important role in acquiring other languages, maybe international language. So the syntax of international language English is tough, you know. So as a result of this, the inclusion of the knowledge of the multilingualism helps the teacher to teach well and students also to master English language in shortest time. So multilingualism is there is not only one person who is a polyglot. There are so many people, you know, if you are thinking that still you have capacity to know what how many people are there. There are few number of people still existing in our present world who can speak more than 55 languages. Okay. So you can go to internet and you can take or get their names and you can feel happy. Okay. So multilingualism is a system, it is a concept, it is a comprehensive phenomena, you know, existing maybe 1835s or so. In all the world we have multilingualism, in India we have multilingualism, and so on and so forth. Just come to this India, multilingualism in India. In this slide I have included different languages of India. See, look at this, you have Hindi, you have Marathi written here, Telugu Lipi, Bhasha, Sanskritam, Urdu. Okay. So like this, all the languages that are there in Indian constitution belongs to India, isn't it? So in India also multilingualism exists. India certainly is a multilingual country. The major cultural aspect of India is multilingualism. Okay. It has 22 languages scheduled in our constitution. In this slide I have shown, this slide depicts its architecture and the drama, dance and the languages that they speak. Okay. So India is has many official languages, India has many national languages, it has regional languages, and Hindi is mentioned in the scheduled language list of the Indian constitution. So Hindi shall be the official language in Devanagari script. So by going all these facts, what we will come to know, like India is a multilingual country. It has multilinguistic features in the rural India, in some of the parts of Telangana, Andhra, and in other southern states. In northern states, you have monolingual communities, monolingual schools. Okay, so there are, according to 2011 census, there are more than 1500 mother tongues in India. Okay, so out of which 40 to 50 languages are used to give, to spread primary education to the children of India. And there are certain languages, nearly 99, that are involved in print media. There are languages that are used in radio broadcast. Okay, so language problem is Indian language problem. What is the policy of the India with regard to its languages? It is nothing but there is no particular official language. If you look at the northern states, Hindi is spoken by majority of the people. When you come to the southern states, regional languages are there. English is preferred by the southern Indians. Okay, so now on the whole, only 43% of people speak Hindi language. Hence, English got the status of associate official language. Okay, so in India also there is monolingualism present in the rural India's, bilingualism and multilingualism. So here you may get a doubt, what is the present position of the world? This is the map of the world, and here you see the different languages. Earlier in 2-3 minutes ahead, I told you about the United Nations official languages. What are they? They are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. In the same manner, even in the world, what do you see? There are so many languages. They have some, like multilinguistic communities. The reason for multilingualism to grow is migration. How people from different parts, they come to the economically grown areas and settle there. As a result of this, multilingualism has thrived well, and it has become a system now and a strong area, platform for people to explore their languages and explore their inner strengths and be on a par with the other communities. So then come to the multilingual classroom. So what we have to understand? We have to understand that multilingualism exists everywhere in the world, even in India. It has not only multilingualistic communities, but we have monolinguistic community and bilinguistic community. Okay. So here in this multilingual classroom, say multilingual classroom is a classroom where children come with different languages. See, like where in what states Telugu is spoken? In the state of Telangana, in the state of Andhra, in the state of Puducherry, Telugu is spoken. Urdu, where it is spoken? Urdu is spoken in Bihar, Delhi, J&K, Jharkhand, West Bengal, okay, etc., in some other parts. Okay, so like that, in these areas there are multilingual classrooms. Now also we find multilingual classroom in international schools. There are students who come with different language backgrounds. Okay, so in Kendriya Vidyalaya schools, sometimes we may view this kind of phenomena. Okay, in central schools, in private schools, you will find the multilingual classroom. Here the teacher on the blackboard is writing somebody's name in different languages. Okay, Ekta, she wrote in English, she wrote in Hindi, she wrote in Bengali, Gujarati and Punjabi. So, the best part of multilingual classroom is that children will get the opportunity to learn different languages and also learn English with ease. Say for example, what do we call mother in Tamil, in Malayalam, in Telugu? Maybe it is amma, same word, you know. So, teacher can take this as a important tool and then she can help them to learn English as well as the other languages. So, come to this slide. In this slide we will see the advantages of multilingual classroom. It is diversity of language, in the sense like there is diversity of languages, means what, so many languages are spoken. The in the classroom, outside the classroom, in the playground, whenever they meet. Okay, so the children will listen. Just now I told you that language acquisition means what, it is informal, it is not formal, it is informal, and they pick up the language in different environments. So, diversity of languages, lot of opportunity to enhance the knowledge. Communication, what is the purpose of communication? The purpose of communication is only to spread one's feelings and also to spread the knowledge, facts and other things. So, in the same way, the continuous growth of knowledge and development of liberal attitudes are taking place. Growth of knowledge, in Malayalam somebody is reading, in another there are so many Indian languages, related languages. So, the continuous growth of knowledge will take place, okay, unconsciously, okay, without any effort. And liberal attitude development is very important, you know. So, that kind of things is given to children without any investment of time, okay. It also creates the feelings of global citizenship. See, what is the citizenship, like Indian citizen? People, students should not feel that we are only Indians, but we are the part of global world, we are the members of the global world. So, in that way the students will develop that feeling, which is very important for them to grow and enrich their knowledge. Useful to learn pronunciation. See, why I said this as useful to pronunciation means, like in some English words, the way the English words are written are not pronounced. Sometimes we have word written differently, pronunciation differently. Sometimes we have silent letters in English. So, in such cases teacher can very effectively teach the pronunciation, okay. Say for example, Kanizar, chores, sees, nuance, khazil. In the case of C, why we are saying K and Sa sound is coming? So, teacher should explain the difference of rules in pronunciation of such words. Castle, instead of saying castle, we say kazil, okay. Nuance, solemn, here L is silent. Then exaggerate, repertoire, okay. Rendezvous, scent. See, English language is full of what you call, so many words are there. English language, to some extent its syntax, grammar is confusing. So, a careful study of some of these things will help the children to pick up language, because nowadays English language is included in all the competitive examinations, say for SI post and also for graduates getting into the PG courses and other competitive examinations. English language is tested, where reading comprehension, spellings, opposite words, and fill in the blanks, homonyms, homophones are tested. In such cases, children can learn all these things in their school years itself. Okay. So, it is a multilingualism is a strategy to support learning. When children are coming with different language backgrounds, it is important, it is good to teach English for a teacher with ease. But at the same time, in some other cases, teachers also need training. Teachers can use storytelling techniques in multiple languages. Say in a school, a Hindi teacher is there, Telugu teacher is there, English teacher is there. Three of them can do the team teaching and can enthrall the students. Urban and rural poor also we can bring them on the same platform. Okay. So, I told you that translanguaging is also one aspect where you can strengthen the concept of multilingualism. What is this translanguaging? Imparting, like spreading the knowledge from one language to another language. In the southern India, you have so many languages: Malayalam, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Konkani, Marathi. These are the languages. In each language, you have various writers coming out with their writings, stories. Rich literature is there. Such a rich literature can be translated into other languages. That is, the translanguaging is one particular aspect with which we can spread the concept of multilingualism. See, translating between languages, comparing and being playful with different languages, mixing words and expressions from different languages in the same spoken or written utterance. Mixing words means what? See, the Narayan Murthy, when he went to his father, he said, "Anna, I finished my 10th class." Okay. So, Anna means in Telugu we call as a elder brother, whereas in Kannada it is father. In the same way in Malayalam, Achan. When such language stories are translated, these concepts can be taken as it is. That is what we see in Telangana SCRT books. Okay. So, these examples I am quoting from Telangana SCRT books. Okay. So, using the home language in part of an activity and school language in other part. See, multilingualism means what? One person standing and speaking in different languages or writing in different languages. It is one part. Other part is mixing 3-4 languages, like aap ostunnara to my house. Okay. So, this is what? This is 3 different languages, but creating the same meaning or same sentence. Okay. So, children from Hyderabad showed a strong positive relationship between aspects of cognitive skills and knowing and using many languages. Hyderabad now is a metropolitan city, and we see some of the signboards using 4 different languages. Okay. So, like that the multilinguistic communities, they are spread, but it should be understood in a very positive manner. Okay. In these things, in all these things, the role of the teacher is very important. How it is important, I will tell you. First, she should identify the students coming with different languages. Her role in monolingual classroom is also important. Like if she has or he has a multilingual curriculum, then should talk about. There is no hard and fast rule that the vocabulary that is mentioned in the 8th class should not be mentioned in 9th or 10th. Say for example, Tinna, elevated platform, okay, veranda, then Kesari Yogam, okay, Zira, okay, then Methi, Ganji, okay. So ganji is very well known in Telangana state, Andhra state. Then rice we call in English. Then if you go to a roadside hotel and say rice, they give you annam. Okay, so rice in English means that not cooked ones. Okay, BM rice, there is a difference. So such things, you know, teacher should make use and should teach to all the students. Okay, then make use of all the stories in the curriculum is one such thing. Preparation of relationship charts. Just now I gave you one example. For mother in Malayalam, in Kannada and in Tamil we call Amma only. So when she says all the students of different languages, they come out what it is told in Gujarati, what it is said in how they address their mother in their language, in Bhojpuri, in Bengali, in Urdu, in other different languages. That is the best platform where children can learn as many languages as possible. Okay. So here is one text taken from the 8th class textbook. Look at this, how many the original words are just like that written in this translated story. So I will read out for you all. Because Akkaya was not educated, Akkaya, she was married to a man from the village, though my Bavagaru was educated. So his ideals made him choose agriculture as his profession, and he settled down in the village to cultivate his land. Akkaya grew accustomed to the village life. Akkaya brought so many things: cucumber, gongura, drumsticks, appadams, vadiyams and coconuts. So if you look at these things, the words that are taken from the original language are just as it is mentioned here. There is no translation to it. Okay. So even teacher can make use of these things in multilingual classroom, bilingual classroom and monolingual classroom. The common words, there is no translation of Gujarati to television. Oil, most of the people we see that coming to shop and buying, asking for oil. Okay, so oil, they use so many English words. Those words, if teacher is able to tell to children from time to time, propagate, then what happens? It will the English language enriches, and students also will develop an interest, creativity to learn English language. This is one part of translanguaging. Till now what you have learnt in detail about the teaching English in multilingual language. Once again I will repeat the main points to you all. Okay, the main points are: who is a monolingual child, who is a bilingual child, what is multilingualism, what is the language policy of India, multilingual classroom, bilingual classroom, translanguaging, and what is the role of the teacher in a multilingual classroom, bilingual classroom, monolingual classroom, and in the process of translanguaging. I hope you all have enjoyed listening to this lesson.